Deep beneath the layered streets of Ravnica, far below the markets, courts and sky bridges of the upper districts, lies the vast realm of the Golgari Swarm, a sprawling undercity ecosystem built on cycles of death, decay, and renewal. While other guilds occupy towers, fortresses, or administrative centers, the Golgari rule the forgotten tunnels, fungal caverns, burial chambers, abandoned infrastructure, and sunless plains where the remnants of the world city accumulate. They are the caretakers of Ravnica's waste, the reclaimers of its dead, and the unseen providers of its food supply. With a society composed of undead legions, insectoid races, fungal creatures, and reclaimed humanoids, the Golgari Swarm represents an ancient truth of Ravnica. Nothing is permanent, everything decays, and all life eventually returns to the cycle. The Golgari Swarm occupies the Undercity, a vast network of catacombs, maintenance tunnels, overgrown sewers, and natural caverns shaped over millennia of urban expansion. This subterranean world is not simply a place of death, it is a thriving ecosystem built on decomposition and rebirth. Fungi, rot farms, and subterranean vegetation flourish here, sustained by the waste and runoff of the city above. Golgari druids and shamans cultivate these underground biomes, transforming refuse into resources and ensuring that nothing in Ravnica is truly wasted. The Undercity also serves as the swarm's political and cultural heart. Countless enclaves are scattered through its depths, each shaped by the dominant species that inhabit them. Some regions are ruled by undead overseers, while others belong to insect-like kraul, or fungal beings with communal intelligence. These enclaves connect through hidden passages that only Golgari guides can navigate, forming a labyrinth where outsiders rarely survive. The realm's architecture reflects its purpose. Structures are built using reclaimed stone, fungal growths, and organic materials grown through druidic magic. Darkness is the norm, broken only by bioluminescent organisms and magical lanterns carried by patrols. To the Golgari, this environment is not a place of exile. It is their home, their sanctuary, and the physical embodiment of their philosophy. The Golgari are one of the most diverse guilds in Ravnica, composed of both living and undead factions, existing in an uneasy but functional balance. Lifelike beings, including elves, humans, kraul, and other undercity species, work alongside zombies, skeletons, and fungal hybrids created through necromantic or druidic practices. This blend of life and death is integral to the swarm's identity. Decay is not feared but embraced as a path to renewal. Within this eclectic society, various castes perform specialized roles. Undead workers handle labor-intensive tasks such as waste processing, corpse retrieval, and construction of new undercity zones. Kraul laborers cultivate rot farms and fungal gardens, while Golgari druids oversee the ecological balance that sustains their food networks. Living members of the guild often focus on strategy, diplomacy, and magical innovation, acting as intermediaries with the surface world when necessary. Despite internal differences, all factions share a belief in the cyclical nature of existence. Where other guilds fear the end of life, the Golgari see transformation. This worldview reinforces their unity and shapes the guild's approach to governance and conflict. The Golgari Swarm serves a vital purpose within Ravnica's urban ecosystem, handling tasks that other guilds refuse or are unable to manage. They oversee waste disposal at a citywide scale, ensuring that refuse, debris, and organic matter are recycled into usable resources. Through careful management of decay, the Golgari extract nutrients and materials that sustain undercity agriculture, providing a significant portion of the food consumed by Ravnica's poorer districts. Their influence extends beyond ecological management. The Golgari control burial processes, collect the city's dead, and oversee rituals associated with the end of life. These duties give them access to information and resources unseen by surface dwellers. Their undead labor force operates continuously, making them efficient and tireless contributors to the city's infrastructure. This essential but overlooked work grants the Golgari a quiet authority. While other guilds dominate the upper tiers of politics, the Swarm maintains influence through necessity. Without them, Ravnica would drown in its own excess. Their silent contributions keep the city functioning, even if citizens rarely acknowledge their importance. Despite their importance, the Golgari Swarm faces constant friction with other guilds. Surface guilds often misunderstand or mistrust them, viewing the Undercity as a zone of danger and decay. The Boros Legion frequently clashes with Golgari patrols when pursuing criminals into the Undercity, while the Azoria Senate attempts to regulate burial grounds and waste zones without fully understanding the ecological systems at work. The Swarm's most complex relationship is with the Orzhov Syndicate, whose funerary contracts and debt-based rituals often intersect with Golgari responsibilities. These overlapping duties create tension between the guilds, particularly when resource rights or corpse reclamation processes are disputed. Internally, power struggles between undead factions, Kral communities, and elven leaders sometimes complicate guild operations. While united under the banner of decay and renewal, the Golgari remain a federation of diverse groups with competing ambitions, each seeking influence within the sprawling subterranean hierarchy. In the modern era of uncertainty, the Golgari Swarm has grown more assertive. Their unparalleled control of the Undercity gives them strategic leverage during periods of instability, particularly when tensions among surface guilds escalate. As other guilds prepare for potential conflict, the Golgari focus on strengthening their networks, expanding rot farms, and consolidating influence beneath districts most vulnerable to upheaval. The inconsistent presence of the living guild pact has further emboldened the Swarm. Without a stable magical authority governing guild interactions, the Golgari operate with greater independence, forming alliances with surface factions when beneficial and retreating into the depths when necessary. Their resilience and adaptability ensure they remain a significant force in Ravnica's evolving political landscape. Though often overlooked, the Golgari thrive in conditions that would cripple other guilds. Their philosophy, infrastructure, and biological expertise allow them to endure, regrow, and reclaim, ensuring that, no matter how chaotic the surface becomes, the cycle of life and decay beneath Ravnica will continue. The Golgari Swarm embodies the fundamental truth of Ravnica. Everything that lives must eventually return to the cycle. Through their work in the Undercity, they transform death into sustenance, waste into resources, and decay into renewal. Their society of living and undead citizens serves as a reminder that the city depends not only on laws, soldiers, or inventions, but on the unseen processes that sustain life beneath its foundations. In the next episode, we turn to the Gruul clans, the wild and furious remnants of Ravnica's old ways. We'll explore their ancient origins, the collapse of their former glory, their current fractured state, and the explosive rage that defines their battles against civilization itself.